Hi, welcome to Sass of Sabrina. This is the channel where I try one new thing a week and post however it turns out. I hope to inspire you to try something new of your own or just make you laugh if my process is funny. I post a new video every Tuesday. Please subscribe, please like, please share. As you can see, I'm rolling something. This week's video, I am going to modify. I don't know if that would be considered upcycling or what it would be. This blanket. I have this amazing blanket that my mom had made for me. However, it's a holey blanket. So if you're someone that's like me that is always cold and you put a holey blanket on you, it actually doesn't warm me up. So I found this ribbon yarn. I don't know what it is. Honestly, just at the dollar store. This is how neat it was when I got it. I took the wrapper off of it, and this is the clumpy mess that it turned into as soon as I started to unroll it. So I am rolling it so that I can actually work with it. And all I'm going to be doing is weaving it through the holes to hopefully make a holey blanket a warm blanket. So apparently my first step is to untangle this mess and try to get something that I can work with. I don't even know how it's becoming like a bigger knot. I keep loosening it, and then there's these random threads. I don't know where those came from. So I'm just gonna try to make this make sense right now. I hope it works. I wanted something neutral. I did want gray. I was playing with the idea of a big fat yarn or different types of like cut fleece into strips and then weave it through. I just wanted something warm. And then I did see this, and it has this, she's made a scarf out of it. So I'm hoping it's warm. I don't know if it's just playing with my mind because it's like a winter apparel and it's supposed to be warm, so I'm hoping it's warm. I don't know. It just feels like a whole bunch of thread to put together, really. So this took an hour to turn it into a ball and not a mess. And then somehow I ended up with 4 balls and I had 3 bundles. One was broken, so I'm just gonna work with that. And I have a big massive mess of threading that was part of the whole mix. I'm looking forward to this project, sitting on a comfy, cozy couch and having a blanket over top of me and weaving through and making it warm. This is gonna be one of the best projects I've ever done. I'm literally just gonna weave it, like I said. I'm just gonna knot this first one for a couple reasons. This will just continue to unfray, and I do need it to be anchored somehow. So I'm gonna choose to knot it as opposed to stitch it. I'm curious to see how long this project will take. Oh, that doesn't even look that bad. That looks very decorative. Neat. Oh, well, I didn't think about that. How am I gonna weave it through if it's in a bundle or if it's knotted? I've already made my first mistake. I hope it doesn't unravel as I weave it through. Oh, I wonder how this is gonna go. So I'm gonna work with the same vertical stripes and weave it this way as opposed to the opposite way. Plus it's shorter length and that might work out better. So I'm guessing for the next several days, this is all I'm gonna be doing. In my spare time anyway. Kind of happy that broke actually. I do feel like I need to unwind it, even though I just turned it into a ball, and pull it all the way through. I don't know why, my brain just thinks that makes the most sense to have all loose ends now. There is a knot already in that it came like that. I noticed that on a couple of them. Oh, okay. I hope this doesn't get knotted as I work with it. So obviously I'm not going to record all of this. That would just be insanely boring. As I get closer to having half or 3/4 of it done, I'll probably know if it's actually going to feel warm. Figured after the first time to leave my loose end off to the side as opposed to lose it in my gatherings. So I'm going to try to remember to do that. So I started the second row I love it so far. I think it's gonna look great. It's been easy. I made a couple mistakes somewhere around here. I kind of got lost and had to pull everything back out. But so far, it's great. So it is just over an hour later and I have that whole one white section done. I finished the small ball and I'm on to one large ball. It's gonna take a while. I hope to finish this before I need this video. And I'm gonna have to go around town and try to find more. I bought all that was at the one store. Thankfully there's more than one of those Dollaramas in town and I'm just gonna try to find as many as I can. Okay, so big update. I went to a friend's last night. I brought this with me because we were just sitting around talking. So all of that took 3 hours. And then I got home last night and I realized because I was paying attention to multiple things, my tension was quite tight. So then I spent probably another hour and a half trying to feed this back through and loosen everything up. When I was brainstorming on how to make this warmer, I was wondering if this was gonna be good or not. So when I wash this, I don't want it to change its shape. So I'm literally gonna go through and work on the tension and keep pulling it apart. And every so often, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna make like a decorative fringe, thin fringe. Keep going like that because that'll just drive me nuts if my blanket is like shrunk and mangled and not wide in the way that it's supposed to be, because it's actually a great size. It covers the whole top of a queen size bed, so 2 people can cuddle under this nicely. So I don't even think I need a needle for this. I'm literally just gonna push it through the blanket, and then this is literally just all thread, so I'm just gonna push it through there and then tie it. So I'm just gonna keep repeating that, loosening and repeating and loosening and repeating. I find once I get one section loosened, it gets tightened back up again. So I'm hoping that this will keep it in place as I just continue to loosen. I'm truly curious how long this whole project is gonna take. So I'm on a row and a half later and it's working. It's really helping keep the tension in place and everything else is loosening up nicely now. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep going. I don't think I want these long floofy things all over, but shorter floofy things will be okay. So who knows? It's all just a work in progress. And repeat. Another good tip is I started at the end where I started weaving the initial thing through. Yeah, so I'm just still working away. If you do try this, just put the tension pieces in place as you go. Like finish your row, put the tension pieces in, keep going with your next row, tension pieces, so on and so forth. It was neat when I was working on it last night. I was like, I like it. So this black, gray, and silver stuff reminds me of like a cheap Italian suit or something cheesy like that. And then, but I like it. It's pretty neat looking. It's gonna be good in the end. And it's a lot warmer. And obviously it's a lot heavier too, which is also kind of nice. Finally, I have the tension down and I've fixed everything up and back to the point where I was previously. I don't know if you can see that on camera. There's like random colors that match the original blanket that are holding the tension in place. So now I'm gonna continue weaving. I'm getting there. Once I get to this white strip, I'm halfway. Finding the screen just keeps tightening up. So I've been working section by section and then going in and putting in my little tension ties, but I can't do that with the green. I literally have to go in and put a ton of tension ties. I've only been doing like random ones on the gray and the white and all the other ones. They're just sporadically placed, but the tension's just falling apart over here. I find I'm mostly using the embroidery thread. I did have some suede or faux leather or whatever they are, like shoelace things that match the blue and the pink. Other than that, the gray was yarn. But yeah, so far I'm really happy with it. It's so warm. It's so nice. This is the nicest, easiest project I have done so far. Yeah, getting there. So this is all I have left. I have lots more bundles of the ribbony stuff that I'm using. I'm finding I'm doing it at night while I'm doing the bedtime routine waiting for my daughter to fall asleep. I'm sitting on my bed and doing it. It's working out great. However, when I do that, I notice that my tension gets tighter than when I'm sitting in here. So far, the tension everywhere except for this blue section is good. I find this a bit tight, and I have already gone ahead and tied it off in certain spots. I loosened everything and I kept stretching it out, and I still find it a bit too tight. So I might go ahead and then make snips and add like a couple inches of stuff. My tension beads are just so tight that they can't actually loosen the stuff up. So I'm still mulling over whether I'm gonna do that, but yeah, I'm getting there. It's taking a good chunk of time. It's almost been a week. So here is my upcycling a blanket into a blanket. I finished that last bundle and it wasn't actually enough. I have like 2 1/4 more rows left to do. So I'm gonna finish that off. I still have to tension tie off these 2 color sections, and then it's done. This is officially gone over a week. I do have a little bit of time left to edit this video and then put it up online, but I am so happy. I was working on this and sweating. So it is officially a warm blanket now, and this cold person will no longer be cold with the blanket on top of them any longer. I hope that gave you a great idea to transform a blanket that you already have and love into a better blanket. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I worked on it in between my spare time, so it just took a week. I'm very happy. Very, 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 very happy. Thank you so much for watching my video.